When it comes to generative AI tools like Rad AI, the impressions tool, I think, has done wonders in the market. And I think it's probably one of the only tools that you can definitively say, hey, this has some sort of impact on cognitive load. And we've heard our radiologists say that for complex reports that, we say many, many, many things within a report, and to be able to summarize that into a finding, it just feels better at the end of the day when I can review a finding and edit it rather than having to regurgitate what I just said within a finding section in some way.
Not only were my reports more accurate by having less dictation errors in the impressions of my reports, but my overall workflow efficiency increased by 25 to 30% out of the box. The time I used to take synthesizing my findings and dictating my impressions was literally reduced to a matter of 1 to 2 seconds, with almost no impressions requiring additional editing.
I logged into a shift one day and it wasn't there, and I said, this isn't going to work for me so well. Couldn't get it put back on fast enough. I felt a little bit lost for the entire shift, and I honestly think, looking back at my numbers, not having it dropped my productivity about 10%.
Once Rad AI came on board, I felt like everybody was getting through cases faster. So it's nice to have that break here and there when the impression's just populating and you can just look it over real quick and move on to the next case.
We kicked off with an initial pilot with Rad AI Impressions, and even when we did that almost 2 years ago now, it was something where my Rad IT team came back and said that was the easiest implementation ever. It was the best way to work. They were the best vendor to work with out of all the numerous and almost hundreds of vendors they've worked with for other radiology solutions in the past, that this was the smoothest experience they had.
I no longer worry about missing important information in the impression, and I feel much more confident that my reports are thorough and clinically valuable.
We started using Rad AI Impressions, and it was a game changer. The tool fit right into my workflow without me having to change a single thing. I dictate just as usual, and within seconds, sometimes even faster. It generates impression for me using my own style and my own language. Rad AI Impressions has made my workflow smoother, my reports more accurate, and my days just a little bit brighter.
With Rad AI, you can work smarter, not harder, and focus on what truly matters, your patients. Rad AI delivered on its promises and exceeded our expectations. The ability to tailor impressions to each radiologist's style has improved both consistency, accuracy of our reports, and adoption.
We're saving an average of 10 to 12 seconds per report per radiologist across all the different modalities. And that's real cognitive burden that is, being reduced.
It would be difficult to imagine a scenario where a practicing radiologist wouldn't be more efficient and likely more accurate in their reporting using this software.